everybody, this is Henry with What Now, and I'm here with our amazing host, Mecca Hunter, and we are out here checking out her beautiful piece, her mural that she has done for the city of Maricopa. And Mecca, how are you doing today?
Doing well. About yourself, Henry?
Life is good, life is good. So tell us, what was the inspiration for this beautiful piece?
So the inspiration, I've grown up making comics all my life, and these are my two characters, Buns and Bliffin. They're from this story that I've just been writing nonstop, and I wanted to bring something here to Maricopa, pretty much create a landmark, something where people can look forward to when they go out on a jog, when they go to school, or when they simply go on a walk. It's a little uplift to their spirit as they go about their day. So I wanted to bring something that they could appreciate from all angles, from all aspects of this single box right here.
Well, that is beautiful. Absolutely inspiration. I can tell if I was on a morning jog and I ran past it, I would get that extra boost to help me make it home. We love the piece and we love what you're doing here in Maricopa, and we really wish you much success. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. This is What Now? I'm your host, and this is the amazing artist, Mecca Hunter. Please support her and what she's doing. It's a beautiful movement. Thank you, Mecca, for allowing us to be here to see this today.
To interview Mecca Hunter. She is the founder of Suplexity Studios, which we're so excited to share with the city of Maricopa and all of our viewers. Today I'm just going to ask a couple of quick questions. I'm really excited about what you do. For listeners that are new to you, what is Suplexity Studios and what problem did you set out to solve here in Maricopa?
So Suplexity Studios, don't mind the name. It was just a name that younger me thought was super cool and stuck with, and I admire part of that because it carries still the childlike wonder and curiosity of exploring new ways to tell different stories with part of mine with other people. And I came here to Maricopa with a mission to not only educate people on, the value of creativity, but to also unravel their stories, get to know who they are, understand their goals, their mission, and how to articulate that in a visual way, because not all of us can communicate through words. The best way to communicate our message is through visual understanding. So that's my mission.
Super amazing. So your focus tends to be, though, on women that are 30 plus, am I correct?
Correct.
So they kind of sometimes are feeling like it's too late for them to start all over. So what moment made you committed to serving that particular audience?
The moment came around when this was actually back after my car accident in 2022. I had fractured my neck and was reflecting deeply how I wanted to continue my art career. All I had was a bed and me just sitting with my thoughts. And it wasn't until my stepmom, who has been taking care of my little brother, who has autism, who has been writing a book about him for a very long time, and me being there, me, and my dad, who's also an illustrator, put our minds together to create this book for him. And ever since then, I've been getting other storybook clients from there, and also those that want to develop branding for their business as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Very interesting, right?
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
And could you tell us about the first client that you helped, when you helped somebody and you thought, wow, now this is the work that I want to do? Would that be one of the books, or would it be a client?
Actually, before that, my dad had referred me to one of his friends who had also wanted to write a book. So while working on my stepmother's book, I was also working on my dad's friend's book as well. He's also over 30 and had wanted to get this book idea for a very long time out. So that gave me the confidence to work on this book for my brother also.
Ah, beautiful. Beautiful.
And are you going to be working on a book for yourself, or?
One day I would like to, find myself with the right group of authors who can help me out with my writing abilities to give me the confidence to develop my story as well.
Beautiful. And then I know that you do a little bit, you help your clients with some of their branding, am I correct?
Correct, yes.
So when a founder comes to you and they say, you know, my brand feels a little fuzzy, how do you help them clarify that fuzz?
So I'm always about setting up a time, setting up a date so we could put our minds together, get ourselves in the right mindset. And I like to sit down and ask them, what are your goals? What's your mission? Who is it that you're trying to communicate with? I take notes as I go. I'm very attentive. I'm very mindful of what it is that they're seeking towards. And I'll even provide resources in the process. I like to refer things like Pinterest and Canva to develop vision boards so they can at least get a solid idea of the vibe that they're going for before we go into logos and branding and packaging, things like that.
Okay. Seems to be a therapeutic aspect to this as well. And my co-host, Henry here, has that background. And I think that, what do you think about that, Henry, as far as therapy and art?
Yeah, I think they go hand in hand. I think that being an artist is a great outlet for anyone who's dealing with, I guess, mental challenges or just having resistance in being able to express themselves. I think it's a great outlet. Fun fact about you, I heard that you are one of the artists behind the paintings on is it electrical boxes for City of Maricopa?
So on the application, it says signal boxes.
Okay, signal boxes.
Yes, but in a nutshell, I just say electrical boxes.
Okay.
And yes, there is one off of the corner of Maricopa High School and the hospital. I forget the name, but it's the most colorful thing out there. It's hard to miss. And I painted that piece to, inspire activity and community. There's little features like little background characters of people that I worked with in the past, clients here in Maricopa. And those also that, wanted to have paint pieces, like memorable pieces like butterflies and little Easter eggs hidden in there as well.
Yeah.
So, wanted the community to be a part of that piece.
Well, that's awesome. I could tell that you were a true artist by the beret that you wear. Only a true artist can pull off a beret. So, is this your only one? Do you have a collection of?
Confidence.
Yeah.
There is definitely a collection.
Okay.
It's cooling off now, so it's time to bring the colors
It's
back out.
time to bring it back. That's awesome.
I know that you champion progress over perfection. And what tools or exercises help clients get unstuck?
Tools or exercises. Well, I always encourage journaling. I'll even give prompts as well. I don't like to give people the same vanilla type of insert prompt here. No, I like to create prompts that are catered to their interests and their goals as well. So if it comes to, a person that wants to write a book, okay, what's your story going to be about? What type of characters do you want to see? If it's a business, what type of products are you selling? What is your best-selling product? What type of energy would you want your clients to feel when they walk into your establishment? And it may not exist right now, but I like to encourage my clients to, be on the same level as them as far as they may not see the future right now, but I do for them.
Beautiful.
So you're a true visionary.
I work towards it.
That's
yes.
good. I notice you move a lot too.
Yes.
You always got a little rhythm. Do you incorporate any type of movement into your process? You personally, and then maybe with your clients. Who do you?
I'll say I love rhythm. I love to dance around. It's just I like to stay moving. And when I'm inactive or when I'm still, it's kind of like the greatness sits in a stagnant. And it's like, why do that when you're built for greater things? If you're able to move, if you're able to get up, why not, reap the best of your blessings?
Yeah.
So, I love to move around. I like to even explore outside of Maricopa and discover new things that I could bring back towards here. It's as a form of inspiration. I know we may not be fully inspired here, so I like to grab inspiration from all over and bring it back.
Well, I can relate to that. I do. I get to know. That's awesome.
So I have a really quick question about design mistakes that some founders make, myself included, a whole lot of us that are starting new businesses out. What mistake do you think founders make when they're doing DIY branding, and how can we fix something like that?
I feel like you shouldn't always have to jump towards a template that everyone else is working towards. Like, I feel like down to the bone of how you want your visuals, your flyers to be laid out, your story templates, reels, all of that. I think it's a very mindful process, very intentional. You know, I'd like to take that. It's just a feature I just like to take from all storytelling elements, whether it's through, you know, actually a story or branding. So, you know.
Interesting. And so I think a lot of us, when we start businesses, we think, well, it worked for Pepsi and it worked for Coke and it worked for this person and that person. So that must be the template that I should use. But you're actually encouraging people to find the template that works for themselves, yeah?
It's a signature style that I feel that they have their own certain elements that not everybody has. So it's like, why not work with what you have instead of going to what's already pre-made? Whatever is made out there may not be made for you. There may be some elements that you've taken from different branding that we can combine, but you shouldn't just rip from someone else when you have so much more to offer in your own business, like the formula for business, from, you know, your message to your branding.
What company out today do you feel has the best branding message? Something that you're gravitating towards right now that speaks to you?
I would like, there's so many, but I say Dolls Kill. It's a famous Dolls Kill.
Dolls Kill?
Dolls Kill. So it's an apparel, it's a clothing apparel brand. They have a shop off of Fairfax in California. I was born and raised out there, so I always love to see what they have to offer when they have new releases. And even when it comes to seasonal collections, they come up with their own different, it's like you kind of, the identity is there, but it's interchangeable. You could rotate it no matter what type of season it is. They already have their own language set out. It's just, you know, when it comes to October, the leaves just add a little extra sprinkle to it, but the identity is already set. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's Kills?
Dolls Kill.
Dolls Kill. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up.
What does that mean?
I didn't want to ask that question. I was like...
I like, honestly, I haven't fully gotten into like the whole lore of it like that. It's just the visual aspect of it. It's like, if you see it, then you know it's like a punch. Like, yes,
I get you.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. We are going to come back with another segment of this episode with Mecca Hunter.
Human trafficking is happening right here in Arizona, often right in front of us. Every 2 minutes, a child is trafficked in the U.S. Traffickers are clever. They use social media, fake jobs, and ride shares to lure victims. Stay alert. Don't pick up business cards or money from the ground. Check your car door handles for tissues or markings. These could be signals. Be cautious of hidden trackers like AirTags. If you ever feel unsafe in a store, ask an employee to walk you out. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, leave immediately and call 911. If you suspect trafficking, reach out to the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888 or visit polarisproject.org. Your awareness can save lives.
Welcome back to What Now? My name is Henry, and we are here with the fabulous and amazing Mecca Hunter, and she is on a mission to share and inspire. Thank you for coming back with us. We are happy to have you here, and we just want to continue the conversation and make sure that we are presenting you in the best light so that you can touch the right people.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I have an interest in, I know that you teach, you have workshops, and you do an inner child creativity thing, and so you host paint and sip group crafts, right?
Yes.
And you do one-on-one tutoring. So what outcomes beyond the art do the participants leave with you?
They leave with their story in their hand. And I say that in a way where I always have everything set up for my classes, and they always come in saying, oh, this is going to be terrible, it's not going to be the best, I'm not even going to finish it, I'm not even going to look at it. 2 hours later, They come out feeling confident, as if those words have never been spoken.
Wow.
And they end up telling their families, their friends about it. And, you know, it ends up in places like the comfort of their home. Or I even told them you could sell it on eBay. Like, it's honestly, it could be your own little side hustle, however you want to do it. But they come out feeling confident at the end of the day.
How do you deal with that inner child, though, in that process?
Man, when I hear people shut themselves down too fast, I could hear their inner child's like just hurt. The adults that told them they couldn't do it, or they had no potential, or they don't have what it takes. And I'm there to like help them heal through it. Like, you can do that. I'm not like instructing from the class the whole time. I'm walking around, I give people my attention, I give them my help, I let them know that they're not walking in this alone. So I'm there to provide as much guidance as I can to help them heal that part of them that, you know, they never thought they had.
That's amazing. We talk about that quite often on our show, Henry,
Yeah.
about the therapy and art and how it.
And that inner child, I have the sense that you had a healthy upbringing, and somewhere in there you were able to find and to do some healing on your own at the same time, to be able to gift that to your clients as well. So
Yes, I wouldn't say it was all perfect.
Okay.
You know, I always found art as an outlet growing up to just escape from everything around. I mean, it was better than drugs or all these other things to keep us distracted and not focused. It was just something that I felt I could feel understood, and that no one could tell me what to do. And it was just me and my sketchbook and nothing else. And that's just something I want to share with everyone. And even when it comes to, I can only draw a stick figure, like, just try. Just pick up a pencil and just, you know, put in that time.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect on the first try, but it's going to get better over time. Keep going at it.
You bring up a very good point, because people choose outlets that are often destructive. And
Exactly.
that seems to be the problem with most of our teens. And there's a high suicide rate and that sort of thing. And so it seems like that way of expressing yourself would really be a great outlet for some people who are having those issues. And I wish that was a little bit more prevalent in some of the schools. I don't see that, like when we grew up. Arts were there, and it's a little different now. But you know, I know you have to design workshops for different ages and different skill levels. How do you do that so all the skill levels and age levels feel included?
So I'm not fully doing, you know, full workshop classes yet, but say for example, currently I'm working with students that have their own special interests and goals. There's a couple students that one wants to work on their comics, you know, improve on their storytelling skills and abilities. So like I said previously, I'll sit down, even with my students, get to know what their goals are, what their struggles are, how we can improve and design a whole, you know, lesson plan that caters to their interests. Same with, even when it comes to, you know, group classes, I'll give them activities to kind of vibe out, see where they're at before I give them something that best suits them. I don't want to overbear anyone with something too complex, but something where they could go at their own pace. Yes.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Could you share a moment when reconnecting with the inner child unlocked a breakthrough for somebody? I mean, you don't have to tell us exactly who or what, but have you had that kind of an experience?
There's been a couple situations actually where they felt like they were so frustrated they didn't think they can do it, and then we just sit down and have that conversation. Literally, I had a conversation previously with one of my mom's friends. Actually, I've never been referred, but this was the first time my mom referred me to someone, and I felt like the highest honor. This person felt like, you know, they had the story that they struggled to tell. They didn't know where to start, how to start, but it's been sitting with them for a very long time. And we sat down and we talked, and I told them, your story is possible. Your story deserves to be told. And I was very supportive of what story that they had to share. I provided them with resources, free consultation. Like, I try to provide as much help as I can to get the ball rolling. So once I gave her what she needed, and you know, that literally not even 30 minutes, she felt like the most relief ever. Like someone was there to help hold her hand and walk her through the process. So I'm super excited to see where that venture takes us.
That's beautiful. Wow. So, I know we want to talk a little bit about activating spaces and what the community impact is. And you talk about activating a space to expand a story. And what does that look like in venues, schools, or storefronts? How do you activate a space to tell a story?
So I'll even talk to the shop owners if I do get the opportunity to have a venue at their shop. First off, I'm thankful that they would even allow that. Second off, I'll ask them what their goals are, see what activity we can design that aligns with their branding and can also provide a community experience as well. So that's where the paint and sips come in handy. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the spot, we figure out, okay, how can we make this a comforting experience? Is there going to be drinks? Is there going to be food? People love food. People love drinks. So, why not? Mm-hmm. And, we'll find a theme that, it's relaxing, it's soothing, that also aligns with their mission as well. If it's community-based topic, perfect. We got something to work with. I designed some mock-ups, see what they like. I'll even get some feedback from the community, and if it's a green light, then that's what we paint.
Beautiful.
And it's just for women 30 and above?
That's mostly what I commonly
do. To be
get.
honest, it sounds so good that I kind of want to check it out. I'm like, I just give me a little corner and I can just paint over there and I'll dance and paint.
No, I'm open to anyone who's interested. It's just an observation that I've noticed. That's more of the people that's come along, but I'm honestly open to whoever needs that, sort of relief or that sort of, help in that department.
Nice. I might have to take you up on that.
Right. That would be a really great idea, though, for the fathers and sons kind of a thing. Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah, you're very well spoken, and your energy really carries. And carrying that energy into the future, where do you foresee Suplexity being in the next 5 years, potentially?
I see myself, especially here, creating spaces in the community where people can interact and, make it seem like they're not alone. They have other creatives that they could talk to. You don't have to paint the Picasso to be the most professional person. Mm-hmm. If you see art as an outlet in itself, I want to create spaces, groups, communities where they feel like, okay, there's other people I can interact and talk to about these things. Or even if it's not art related, if it's just like, we need a space to create and talk our problems out. That's something I want to provide in Maricopa and everywhere else I am in Arizona.
Awesome. So you go all over Arizona to...
Well, not Tucson, that was way too far, but the Valley area.
The Valley area, okay. So we can catch you in the Valley somewhere painting and inspiring others.
There you go.
Okay, that's awesome. But now Tucson might be calling you after this.
I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a trick. Got to know a couple folks out there.
Okay, got it. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Hey, I'm with you.
Wow. So if people are interested in you doing a mural for them, for example, or some artwork, how should they prep before they call you?
I always ask, okay, where is it going to be? Where's your mural going to be placed inside the establishment? How big is it going to be? What are the hours that I could work with you? What is your vision? I'll always conceptualize. If they have the design, perfect. If they don't, still perfect. I could still work with you. If you have some ideas, some references, I appreciate if that was together. We could also set up a phone call even. There's so many ways. I just don't want people to feel like it's some whole complex process when it truly isn't. It's just, do you have the vision? Do you know what you want? Do you have a budget? I will work along with your budget. All right, we got something going here.
Well, do you provide online services as well? Like, say somebody wanted to do a one-on-one training position or training session, with you. Can that be done online virtually?
I believe so. I do prefer in person, but I can do online as well. Honestly, no one has really asked, but I'm not opposed.
I bring that up because when we had COVID and people had to go indoors with their teaching. And their teachers, I'm wondering, I'm kind of interested in finding out, do people also switch to the creative aspect that way as well? But you haven't really experienced that yet.
Only for teaching the students for their storytelling. So, yeah, I even have people from North Carolina contacting me from their micro schools asking how can I teach them and improve their skills as well online. So, when there's a will, there's a way. If they have a problem, I always ask before they go, are you good? How do you feel? Do you feel confident about this? What are your strengths here? Where do you feel weak at? Where can I help? And I'm not gonna just passively be like, okay, like no. Tell me where and I will show you. Even if it's online. I got my little camera, I'll angle it a certain way and we'll figure it out.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
And so have you ever thought about maybe using your teaching as a way to earn money by maybe, let's say, doing episodes on TV, on social media, on YouTube? Or are you already even doing that?
So I do have a few episodes already on YouTube as far as, you know, little paint and sip tutorials. You don't have to sip, but, you know, if you have some little apple juice, you can get with that too. I have little supplies list lined up, things that you need, supplies that I prefer you have, but, you know, other than that, I would like to start setting up clubs, setting up little workshops in person or online so that people can start connecting with each other from there.
Okay. So,
Is there anybody that you personally would like to collab with? I know you talked about Dow's Kill, but who's like your, like, if they came to you, you'd be like, oh my God, I made it. Who would you like?
great question.
Oh gosh, that's a very good question. I haven't fully considered that because I've been so busy helping people that are in my radius. But if I could, it's gonna sound so silly, but
No,
if it's like a boba company,
Oh,
I would
okay.
be so ecstatic.
Okay.
You know, just to design a little collection.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be nothing special or anything. You know, just limited edition branding even.
Yeah.
I would love that. Pocus is a good brand that
Okay.
has reached out to me and has sent me goods, but to actually have designs on their
collaboration.
products would be,
Oh.
yeah, that'd be a dream.
Well, we're gonna put that out there for you in the universe, okay?
Why not?
Boba, come, Boba.
Right,
Boba,
right.
Boba.
I'm with it. Come here.
Come on, Boba.
Bring the
Well,
cans.
thank
Well,
you
we
so
look
much
forward
for
to it.
this episode. We're going to be back with the What Now?
Hey friends and family, Martel here, reaching out to share something deeply important to me, Young Creatives Association, a nonprofit dedicated to empowering youth through the arts. We're on a mission to provide creative opportunities, mentorships, and resources to young artists, and we need your help to make that happen. We're proud to share that we've recently partnered with the Best Buys Foundation's Team Tech Centers, giving us an opportunity to bring creative tech workshops and hands-on learning experiences directly to youth. But to truly maximize this partnership and expand our reach, we need support from our community. If you'd like to support or learn more, feel free to reach out to me directly or any of our board members, or visit our website at youngcreativessassociation.org. Thank you so much for your love and support. Every 20 counts and every connection matters.
Welcome back to What Now? I'm your host, Henry, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we thank you. So we're just wrapping it up here with our amazing host, Mecca Hunter, and her mission with her company called Suplexity. And yeah, we just had such a great time. You have given us so much enlightenment and inspiration, and we just hope that everyone watching can feel that same thing from you as we have done here today. So we got one more question for you, and it's all about creativity. I know that runs your life. That's the undercurrent of who you are. And being here in Arizona, where do you find the most creativity, or a place or a spot that really just lets your creativity flow?
It's got to be the Phoenix Art Museum. Yes, it's so much variety of artwork to explore, and
Okay.
I've been in there for probably 3+ hours, so
Wow.
definitely a spot to check out.
Okay. I haven't been there, so I'm most definitely going to have to check that out.
That's a go. You're missing out.
I'm missing out on life, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go.
I've got to know though, what is on your playlist? Like, what do you jam to?
It's gonna sound weird, but I listen to Daft Punk like all the way.
That's not weird. No, not at all.
Hey, I love them.
Yeah, they're the future. Before the future was the future.
They're my boys.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
Well, if people wanted to get in contact with you, I think, how would they do that?
So they could email me suplexitystudios@gmail.com. They could reach me on Instagram and Facebook under Mec Made It, no spaces, no dots. And yeah, if you have any inquiries, any questions, let me know.
Awesome. Well, there you heard it. This is What Now, and we want to say thank you for tuning in.
Maricopa Lifestyle Magazine is a sponsor of the Seeds of Change Gala this year, and we are super excited. Can't wait for next year. We're going to have a great time. Talk to you soon.
State, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will experience physical violence from an intimate partner in their lifetime. It's time to help victims transform from victims to survivors to thrivers.
Mayor Nancy Smith, so thank you. Mayor Sarah. We also have the Vice Mayor Henry Wade. Thank you for the next 45 minutes. Enjoy your meal and your dessert, and then I will see you up for our second Y video and for some live option entertainment. So enjoy dinner. Thank you.